I got hit in the face with a snowball once,
Okay.
and everybody went, ooh, and I had snowball dripping down my face. And the motherfucker ran. Got my snowball. I chased him like half a block. He was gone. Went home, put it in the freezer. Okay? I'm young, I'm not thinking. I didn't see him, but next July, he came through. What I did not know is when you freeze a snowball, each time it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
You
Took
become
my
like
snowball
a
out,
rock.
rocked up to him. Pow! Went face
But-
down. And I felt really bad because it's like, I just wanted to pay you back. And I didn't even have the audience he had. You know?
Good afternoon. Good evening over there. Good morning over here. How y'all doing? Welcome to another fiery episode of Old Black Men Conversation.
Fire.
I'm one of your co-hosts, the illustrious Brother David Harold Dudley III, aka Sweet Sunny Delight. And you may be.
Hi there. I'm the real Cliff Barnes, and I'm not used to only one alias. But anyway,
He said,
You didn't rev it up enough, huh?
threw me Johnny off.
I was like, wait, what?
That's
Anyway,
it?
glad to be here, and turn it over to my main man.
Thank you, Mr. The Real Clifford Barnes. And that is my mentor. I'm his mentoree. Was that where the mentors, the mentor?
Theoretically,
Anyway, okay.
we don't have a thesaurus.
And I am your personal
Junior Achiever.
Excuse me.
junior achievement. Oh,
It's a mentorship.
blind, street philosopher. Okay. Yeah, this is not rehearsed. So,
I know. Wait, did you drop the cue cards? Oh, okay. Yeah, that would explain it. Anyway,
Yeah, well,
what's on your mind?
what's on my mind is I saw something, well, I heard something that's on my mind, and that's do you know that this area, or this state, is the #1 for fentanyl overdose for that? And that's been on my mind because we've had some recent tragedies in our family, so that's brought it to the forefront of my mind and the back of my mind. So yeah, that's what's on my mind. I don't have a solution other than don't do it, but if you're already doing it, saying don't do it apparently doesn't work because it's very addicting. But that's what's on my mind. What's on yours?
Hey, just a lot of the problems that we're having here in Seattle with gun violence. Young people killing each other, messing up several families at a time. That's something there again. It's like, well, you can talk about it and try to come up with solutions, but usually they don't work because the people with the guns ain't listening. Soon as, it's like the Wild West.
Yeah, it is the
You
Wild
know,
West.
it's the Wild Pacific Northwest.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what them guys do is like, instead of, if you watch the old time westerns,
Yeah.
right? Everything they do, it's like, oh yeah, you punch me one more time and boom, boom,
Yeah.
Now, first thing they do, they don't even ask questions. It's just like, oh, I think that you're disrespecting me,
Yeah,
so I'm gonna take you out and you're saying, oh, well, I'm gonna protect myself, and then next thing you know, you got a bunch of people that ain't got nothing to do with it shot.
Yeah. And you think, and I tend to think so. You think that's related to the fentanyl problem, or to the drug problem?
It just might be. Usually, I mean, we're talking gang violence. It's usually over something stupid like territorial rights. You know, I can sell drugs over here, but you can't.
Why not?
Because this is my turf, my territory.
I don't see your name on it.
There again. See what I'm saying?
And then that's when the quick they'll be like, yeah, you don't see no name on this bullet. Either.
Exactly.
See, that's how that's.
That's how things just escalate, and the biggest problem is bystanders.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they just, you know, it don't matter who's around. It's like up by my house. They had the drive-by shooting, and the bullets went into the daycare center.
Right,
You had the kids crawling, military crawling into the back room.
Right, and you know what's crazy about that? That again, that was I found out later, an extended family member was a target of that. And the people that targeted him, as it turns out, are related to him that they didn't know. And they figured somebody disrespected somebody else, and he was the one, so they went to shoot him, and they was all related.
Hey, see, that's what I'm saying.
You know, I've always had this random question about, you know, somebody exacting a revenge, be like, they gotta die. My thought has always been, what are we teaching the person once we kill them? Because we don't know what happens after death.
Yeah.
My thought process, and I'm not saying I'm a villain in real life, I'm just saying it makes more sense to me to not kill them and just beat them up for the rest of their life. Just continually, just. I'm not condoning kidnapping at all.
Every Friday, 5 o'clock, ass kicking.
But it's one of them things. It was like in that movie Casino. Joe Pesci said, "I'm gonna come down there, and if you don't have my money, I'm gonna crack your head." And he said, "And I'll probably go to jail. And by the time I'm getting out, hopefully you'll be coming out your coma, and I'm gonna crack your head again." It's one of them things. I'm not gonna kill you because I don't know what that does, but you gonna suffer. That's the mindset I would have been if I was a gangster, personally.
Yeah, because for real, when you take somebody else's life like that, for real, that person is gone. You're right, you don't know what happens to them, but you do know that those that survive, the family, the kids, the mother, the father, the cousins, the uncles, they suffer.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
who you punish.
You're messing up. Okay, you shoot this guy, he dies. His family, sad, mourning, whatever. Your ass go to prison for the rest of your life because this ain't a capital punishment state. So your ass that fucks up your family. If you're one of these young men who have children, it's fucking out all up. So that's what I'm saying. It's not just like, you know, and you can't push the reset button and get another goddamn life. That shit don't work in real life.
And I see the kind of still on the subject, but kind of off it. Yeah, there's this video. It's old now, but somebody in New York who was trying to make a name for themselves, not like clout chasing, just doing something so everybody knows them, but trying to be a gangster, and had a beef with somebody. So this person took a camera with somebody, went over to this person's mother's house, knocked on the door. The mom opened. She looked at the camera. She's like, "This your mother, right?" Slapped the piss out of her. Did it like 4 times. The mom was just standing there like, "What's happening?" She just kept slapping her, looking at the camera like, "That's your mom?" Bow, bow. A couple weeks later, somebody put a video. Yeah, that person who was slapping somebody, mama dead. Head butted a bullet. I was like, see, y'all can't just be going around doing stuff.
You see?
Somebody go.
You see, and that's the thing. People going like, well, what the fuck was he thinking? Obviously he wasn't. Or she, that girl that went over and stabbed the other girl over in Bremerton somewhere. You know, and I'm saying it's like, and it's like they're like exacting revenge and screwing up their own life.
I don't get it.
I don't get it.
I don't be getting why people be so mad. And I don't know if it's the upbringing or the place or the thought process, but I be like, I watch gang activity. Even as a kid, I watched it and I just would be like, but why? What is the point of this? Why? I remember we lived on 26th and King, and on 28th was the gang Deuce 8 in the Central. So they 3 blocks over. I remember we was at Bible study in my house one night. We got done, we was out on the porch, and these dudes came riding down the block in a low rider, leaning out the window, Deuce 8, nigga. And I was like, we're on 26, we are at Bible study. Why are you, what is the point of all this? And I never understood.
Like I said, it's claiming territory.
That you don't own. Ain't near one of them owned the building, paid a rent probably.
Hey, but they have some place where they could meet up in that area on 28th, and they letting the people who got their gang on the other side of Kingway, they letting them know, and then now you have so many different gangs.
I'm saying.
You know,
and knowing all of us went to Garfield Community Center camp when we was little, now you got the folks and the Deuce 8 and the Crips and the Bloods. It's like, guys.
Yeah. Always wearing the wrong color.
Don't make no sense.
No matter where you are. What's up that Arco on 23rd and Cherry? Many years ago. Before it got the reputation that it has now, and the gas went up to $1 more than everybody else. But anyway, this kid was chasing this other kid, and the first kid runs in, jumps behind the counter, not to rob the place, to get away from the crazy one that's running around, so Crips, and slamming on the thing. I'm like, what the hell?
I don't understand how y'all have energy to put into this stuff.
If that energy were directed in the right...
Yeah. Actually, I should not say I don't know how they have energy. I get being of a certain age and just having in your veins and you ready to go, but man, why hurt people? Why have beef with people?
Why hurt yourselves?
I don't get it.
Because you don't have respect for yourself.
For human
so
life.
Why should you have respect for other people?
Yeah.
Screw them. Screw them.
I feel like I should have been a psychologist or something, because I really be wanting, I don't get it. Like, there's things that click to people, like understanding, and that is just not there. I don't like fighting. It hurts. It hurts. Even if you win, it hurts.
It ain't like hitting the heavy bag.
No,
the heavy bag,
go
hit back.
You know, I have a very poignant story. When I was in the 9th grade, 8th grade, and we was in Moses Lake living on the Air Force Base, and when we went to junior high school, we caught the bus into town, Air Force bus, then we came home, right? So on this bus are like maybe 20 kids, and half of us was black. So this one black kid, who was a cousin to another kid, lived with him, his mommy wasn't in the Air Force. He told me, I was looking at him funny. And I said, okay. He goes, I'm going to beat your butt when we get off this bus. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. So we get off the bus, and he bum rushes me. Now, he's a little bit bigger than me. But man, I beat that kid all up and down that lawn and up and down that street. I was kicking his butt. Man, I broke my lunch pail over his head. And he was all bloody and whatnot. And finally got to a point where I said, why am I doing this? This makes no sense. Yeah. I've beaten your butt. What is your issue? He goes, I give up. Okay, I give up.
Why do you keep coming back?
Yeah, right. Yeah, and he said, okay, I give up. So I'm like, wow. So I turn my back. He picks up a rock. It gets right up on me. I turn around. He smashes me in the face. Now he goes around for the rest of his life probably saying, I kicked your ass down there on the base. When he didn't. And it was totally senseless.
Yeah.
It was totally
I will say this, and you my dad, so I'm always going to have your back. But that reminds me of the movie Friday when Ice Cube and Devo was fighting. Devo was fucking him up. But Ice Cube hit him with that brick.
Yeah, there you go.
and then stomped him a couple times. The fight was over. Now, technically, Ice Cube was getting beat up, but he won the fight. But I believe I choose your story. I believe you won. He got a cheap shot. I just must say that.
And that's a good point. We're talking about why you have to kill somebody.
Yeah.
Looking back,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have got hit with a rock if you had killed him.
Yeah.
You don't think that way, right? You're trying to look, it's over, right? Because in the old days, we have a fist fight, usually it's done with. But you're just like, okay, man, you had enough. Look, I'm tired of kicking your ass.
Yeah.
He waited for you to turn your back. So, you might as well have went on and killed him. But,
I'm glad you
know what I'm
didn't.
saying? You're not thinking that way.
Yeah, exactly.
You're trying to be, save your humanity.
That's right. It would have been the
But-
crime scene.
I think that is one of those things, because I know my mom, she's not, a fighter, but I remember she told me one, girl picking on her, and her mama said, "We're not doing this," and got herself a cigarette and a lemonade, sat out on the porch and was like, box it out. And for my mom, she said, I was scared, I was not a fighter, but once I was put in a situation of attack, she's like, I blacked out, and all I know is my mama grabbed me. I had a hose in my hand, and she said, my mama grabbed me. So there's that. It's like, I think I'm one of them. I'm conscious of the fights that I've had. I was conscious, but it's one of them. I don't want to do this, but if I'm going to, well,
If you gonna make me do this,
Yeah.
so
Sometimes you never know. I got hit in the face with a snowball once. And
Was it at
everybody-
Franklin?
No, this was before high school.
he was like, okay.
because the seniors was kind of bombarding some of the underclassmen.
Yeah, no.
Allegedly.
It was younger.
Oh, okay.
And everybody went, ooh, and I had snowball dripping down my face. And the motherfucker ran. Got my snowball. I couldn't, I chased him like half a block. He was gone. Went home, put it in the freezer. Okay? I'm young, I'm not thinking. I didn't see him, but next July, he came through. What I did not know is when you freeze a snowball, each time it gets harder and harder.
Yeah.
You
Took my
like
snowball
a
out,
rock.
rocked up to him, pow! Went face
Bust.
down. And I felt really bad because it's like, I just wanted to pay you back. And I didn't even have the audience he had.
It's one of them, you can't tell me how to respond. You can't tell me how to respond.
Yeah.
That's how I got hit in the face with a snowball, except it was like an ice ball covered in snow.
Yeah.
And it was a kid who I was mentored to, and he was a badass. He was a crack baby. I mean, by definition, he was a crack baby.
Yeah.
But I'm working with him. But he was off one day, threw a snowball, hit me, cut my whole. When you talk about you wanting to beat a kid that you ain't know like that, like we ain't no relation, but I'm finna snatch you up by your neck. Had to get a whole nother adult to be like, calm me down, go get him, because I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
And you're hoping there's an adult there. So
Right.
you won't just kill him carte blanche.
And be like, I'm the adult, but I need another adult here.
Somebody come hold me back. I'm gonna kill this little crackhead.
I'm telling you, he was.
So yeah, it's
It
that.
happens. But you get pushed into a lot of situations.
Yeah.
Well, we're off to a very Bob Humbug start to conference.
That's
Oh,
true. That's true.
goodness.
But we were just talking about the problems that was on our minds and shit.
Yeah,
Not even a problem. What's on your mind? What's on your mind?
all the time.
All the
I have
time.
ADD. Something's always. Okay. Yes, I have ADD. If you don't know by now, you probably haven't been paying attention.
Hey.
That's why my philosophy is so great.
I just have AD. I got enough attention span to get to the second D.
And I just got the D.
Well, I saw AD, Anthony Davis. Yeah.
Yeah, he outplayed Wemby.
But,
Oh, here you go. What do y'all think about the in-season tournament? What do y'all approve of that, or for the NBA, or anybody watch it?
I watched the finals and stuff. I didn't even know what it was about. How
Yeah.
all of a sudden you got 30 teams and then you bracket them and then they play each other, but
It's-
this game don't really
well,
count
what it's-
towards
what
the
it's-
season.
yeah,
and-
What it's about is they realize that before he retires, LeBron is probably not going to get another NBA title, and he's at his best at the beginning of the season. So that's why they invented it, so he could get at least another title.
I don't think so.
Well,
You know what? I think that it's obvious that, well, not obvious, but I don't think there's much interest, and the players don't play as hard from the beginning of the season to All-Star break. Once All-Star break happens, then it gets exciting again. People start the guys start playing with vigor. I think they put this tournament in here to make the season keep being exciting, because the guys are playing. They're $500,000. Well, they won $500,000 per player if you win.
yeah,
200,000 if you lose. Oh, these niggas is playing, and they're gonna make it exciting.
they throw that shit away during the off season.
Yeah, but again,
now,
if it,
now they just got a few extra,
I'm just saying, if you
to
be
buy
like,
Christmas present.
these 8 months is my job, and this is my salary. Now they're going to put something in here where I can just make some more money doing the shit I'm already doing. Well, fuck, I'll put a little more extra effort in. Give me that $500,000.
Or I can sit on the bench a little bit better.
Especially because only LeBron and AD and maybe one other person is making real money on that
Yeah,
team.
yeah.
The rest,
The youngsters on the other end of the bench are happy as hell about that 500 grand.
let's go.
Oh, hell
You
yeah.
know?
So that's my thought, is they just try to make people be more excited about basketball the whole season as opposed
You know
to.
what? The NBA is usually dead to me this time.
Thing. I like to watch the teams that have Seattle players on them. I like I
There ain't
love
many
the Golden State
anymore.
Warriors.
I was about to say,
What?
there ain't.
There ain't many Seattle players still
Well,
playing
there's more.
besides KD.
Yeah.
I was
No,
about to say,
Seattle born.
Huh?
206ers.
You didn't make the distinction.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about Sonic. I was like,
No,
Kevin
we got-
Durant's like the only one.
We got plenty of youngsters in the NBA.
That's what I'm saying.
Proud
and,
of them.
and-
Shit.
and that's why I watch that. I got NBA TV, and I watch those teams that got Seattle players on them. So
I watch them more if they get to the playoffs, but I can agree with that.
I have a parking lot question, because then I have a comment about the floor I see now in the NBA. It looks like a pinball machine without the lights going up and down.
oh, you're looking at the in-season tournament floor.
Oh, you know what? We had a conversation one time about the floors, and I didn't realize that the tournament was probably happening. I was like, why do the floors look so weird for every?
okay.
It was probably that tournament.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, because I had the same thought. I mean, I turned in for the finals and I went, oh, I can't watch this shit.
it reminded me of NCAA basketball.
Okay.
College. I was like, these floors are weird.
Wait. How did that work? How is there in-season tournament? Which teams are chosen to get in? How does it work?
Steph Curry broke it down, but the one thing he didn't say what time frame wise, if you have the season going on, how do you have an in-season tournament and the games don't? I'm not sure, but Steph Curry, he was talking to somebody that was like, I don't get it. He was like, it's very simple if you just say it slow. And I was like, shut up, first of all, because you got backside information. We don't have that.
Exactly.
But he's like,
And you was in it.
and he just basically laid out a college tournament. He was like, you got X amount of number of teams, and they play, and they do, and the winners get $500,000. It's like it ain't that hard.
But it's easy like that.
Well, yeah. Okay. So basically, which games count and which games don't? Because if you got 30 teams, you got 15 over here and you got 15 over here, and this one plays that one, and who has to buy? And see, I don't get
It's
it.
32 teams.
Huh?
It's 32 teams.
It's 30. 32 in the NFL.
Season.
I thought it was 30 in the NBA.
You guys are doing good. I couldn't get past the floor. I turned it on.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it was
I don't know what was good, but I'm like, do I hold my head down? I couldn't get past the floor.
and then they had IST everywhere.
Yeah.
In season tournament.
Oh,
They had
that's
that
what-
little IST on the thing.
Some
and-
virtual reality hands, so they came through my screen. Here's some window pane. Drop this. and you'll get it.
Well,
Because
yeah,
that was very psychedelic.
that's true. That's true.
Okay,
The
so it
guys
says.
of the-
That's right. We were going to talk about.
It says all 67 games across both stages of the in-season tournament will count towards the regular season standings, except the championship.
Right.
Each team will continue to play 82 regular season games in 2023-24 season, including those games that are part of group play and knockout rounds.
Yeah, see.
That broke down part of it.
I just want to know how they're bracketed. Is it still
Well,
East versus
East
West?
It's East and West.
Okay, so then you got the brackets. So now is it?
Oh, here's how it works. All 30 teams will participate in the first stage of the tournament, group play. 8 teams will advance to the second and final stage,
There you go.
the single elimination knockout rounds. What does the champion of the in-season tournament receive? The champion will receive a new trophy and some money.
Yeah, they got a tiny NBA trophy, but you know. But I think what it is it would attract a lot more young people.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
See that?
the league is getting younger, and you know, these kids are still, Wembanyama, that guy, he's 19.
Mm-hmm. What does it say? LeBron.
7'5" and carrying on.
Somebody's playing on a team right now, and they went up to LeBron during a game because they was playing against him. He's like, "Yeah, you played against my dad your rookie year."
Mm-hmm.
And LeBron like, that would be something to breathe in right there.
But he played with a lot of folks
Yeah.
that were no longer in the league that were, you know, like old school veterans.
You can think
When he
of
was a rookie, that's
you can think of LeBron James as the Eddie Murphy in basketball, because you think about Eddie Murphy when he came on the scene and the movies and things that he did. He was with old Hollywood actors.
Yeah.
Don Amici, you know them old, and then you get knowledge and information and learn things working with them old times, and you're part of the new school.
Especially if they see the potential in you, like they saw in LeBron.
Hell yeah.
So, you know, because he came out of school at 18 years old, and it was like, damn, it's like he'd been here for a minute.
And this first season is 2003, 2004, and it's 2023, 24. I mean,
Yeah, he played with a lot of kids, a lot of grown kids' dads.
So, I always come in late. Stephen A. Smith
yes.
and somebody else were screaming at the top of their lungs.
Shannon Sharp? Or you don't know who it was?
I think it was a white dude.
Okay.
About
That would be
somebody
Mad Dog.
that
So-
said, "You're a motherfucker. Call the motherfucking foul."
What?
I must have been in another universe.
I was about to say, wait, say that again.
No, look, I remember.
Run it back. Say it again.
No. Okay, now I've heard him say shit on the air, and I've heard him say, but I didn't know motherfucker got off that list of 7 words that George Carlin made up.
Could you play that back? Stephen A. Smith screaming argument with, and this just
Can't
happened.
remember which one I saw before.
The one who screams, was it a brother that he was?
I think it was a white dude. The Stephen A. Smith is always going back
Usually,
and forth.
the one that screams is Mad Dog
Could
Russo.
have been.
Because he's had a radio show or
Okay.
whatever, or TV/radio show for decades, and he's an older dude.
I just heard it on. I heard it on the internet. I didn't actually
But
see
they-
the video. But
They would have bleeped that shit. Do they have a 7-second delay on?
Wait, do you know what they were talking about?
they were talking about. I thought it was who was the man of the year last year. What's his name? Yoke.
Oh,
Apparently,
Jokic?
Joke got kicked out the game.
Oh, you talking about when Draymond Green hit Boy in the face? Is that what you're talking about?
No, this is
Oh.
Yoke got kicked out the game,
Oh,
no.
and
Yoke-
apparently Yoke said like, "You motherfucker, call the motherfucking foul."
Oh yeah.
And this just happened just recently, because they were talking about,
what?
Within the last couple of days.
But
yeah.
but Stephen A. didn't say it.
No, they were screaming so loud you couldn't hear
No, but
tell what they were saying.
But did the player on the court say motherfucker, call the motherfucking foul to the ref?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the
this
impression
might
I
be
got.
it right here.
I mean, I would. It's like, but like, he's not OGing and shooting the ball constantly. He's playing the basketball. Oh, Stephen A. gonna tee up.
Oh no, that's it.
Yeah,
It's
well
like a celebrity
anyway.
game.
Anyway, usually they bleep that. They used to have this, that was a 7-second delay.
Yeah.
So usually they would have bleeped that shit. Cause you, when you're listening at NBA or NFL games, and the person walking around with the big old half
With the dish?
ball with the dish,
Yeah.
and they'll just be walking by somebody, you know, and you hear this motherfucker, you know, and then nigga, you know. I'm
Yeah.
I was about to say I can't remember who it was, but it
Yeah.
was one of the black announcers. It was a debate, and they were not getting along. And I want to say it was Stephen A. But he was like, "Nigga, please." He was like, "Nigga, please." Sorry, I forgot where I was at.
Shannon might have done that shit.
I'm telling you,
Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp's great.
But yeah, usually, you know, like if they catch it soon enough, they'll bleep it. You know, but some things
You don't
are
need
just,
to believe it for me. I like it. I give it,
you know,
man.
that's the thing about XFL.
Uh-huh.
You hear a whole bunch, everybody's mic'd on XFL, right? And then USFL too. They have far more microphones than the
Because it's human interest.
Yeah.
No. Why do they have more microphones than?
Because it's human interest. The people
Because
want to
they-
know what they're talking about.
They pick up the
and then
ambulance.
they interview guys on the bench, right? It's like every now and then at the end of the game they say, "Oh, so and so you played this great play." In the XFL, as soon as the play is done, the person sitting on the bench, one of the commentators will come up there, and they interview him right there on the bench.
See, and that goes to the question I asked last week about how do you feel about cameras and interviewers being all up in the athlete's face right after either a great win or a terrible loss, and then putting that case, is that fair? Like, I got adrenaline. I'm about to look like an asshole.
Exactly. Well, you remember when Richie Sherman did that?
Yeah, that was
your
it.
boy brushed him off.
Yeah.
I think that's what we was talking about last week. And you know, and he just went off. And it's like, hey. And then I think it was oh man, what was that guy's name? He punched him. He went up and dude actually punched him.
Punch the coach.
No, punched Richie Sherman.
Oh, wait,
Oh.
you man, bro? Was that?
No.
that wasn't the time.
But it might have been that team.
Okay, 49ers.
No, the Umambro happened with
it was the
Patriots.
49ers.
Okay.
It was the 49ers because I seem to remember a red uniform, and they was in the thing after they was in a little scrum kind of thing. Everybody, you know, crowding up trying to get, you know, and dude just punched Richard Sherman.
Hey man, he had to get it off somehow.
Yeah. So you know, but that was after the game. But this wasn't exactly after, you know. And then they don't do that. They don't come up and go, yo, you sure got burned on that last play. They don't interview that guy. They interview the guy who made the play.
Yeah.
Right? And these guys go along with it because A, that's the rules, and B, they don't want to, they're trying to make it into the league. They're trying to make it into the big show. So, you know, you don't want to show a bad attitude or whatever. But no, they don't.
Again.
They don't just go like interview the guy who just got burned or the guy who dropped the pass or something. They usually, if it's a successful play and the guy then caught a pass and ran 20, 30 yards, then they'll interview that guy, not the guy who he caught the pass on.
You know what? That'd probably be better.
What?
They interview the guy that got burnt.
Well, yeah.
That would make for better.
That would test his character.
No, it would be great. Took out his job and peed on the camera. Now that's reality.
You know, you just,
How do you feel? You just got.
you know, it's like, yeah, you know, it's like.
I feel better. Thanks for asking.
How you
Okay,
feel?
line up.
How do you feel? Here's a towel.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
no.
But you know, that goes way back, because this used to piss me off about the news. Your house is on fire, right? Here's some news person. Clifford, your house is burning down. You've lost everything, all your possessions. How do you feel right now?
I feel like kicking your ass.
Okay, that's good. I would love to have seen that.
Back to the
I would
studio.
love to have seen that.
Cause you know, I mean, yeah. But see,
Yeah, I
it's
have a better reaction.
always in times of
You have a-
tragedy.
Yeah, I would leap for the throat.
And then they cut to Heidi.
That's just like
Back to the studio.
That's just like I love seeing you know, like newscasters or live TV and something goes wrong and they have to handle it. Or you guys see the one where the black dude was out in some country town talking and a bug flew in his face?
Yeah.
And he goes, he's like, shit! This motherfucking country ass town! Who the hell would live out here? Let's get this shit done so I can go!
Yeah.
Alright.
That's it. I had enough. That's it. I'm done. That's it.
Okay,
Oh, he was
take-
good.
Take two.
That's great. I love to see people in their real element.
But that's something that they can retake. You know, that was
I'm glad they let the raw out.
Yeah, that was an outtake. But see, they could go ahead on and retake that. But the ones where the people's out in hurricanes and shit, I'm like, whoa, did you lose a bet? Cause you know the wind be blowing and the trees be.
I be wondering, like, why did you get this assignment?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And there was one day we were talking about faking the flood, where it's like winter and it's icy out, and the lady's out there by herself. It's like, yes, it's icy, but the community is alive. Nobody's around. Like the community is alive. People are out shopping and jogging, and just as she says jogging, of course, two white people come out of nowhere, jogging in the middle of this icy ass street.
Right, yeah.
As you can see, everybody's having a great time. As she's talking, them joggers, be like, ain't nobody out here. Stop lying. Go inside. It was like, why lie about this?
Hey, you have to make it entertaining.
They must have paid him hazardous pay.
I doubt it.
Work their way up. You start
Yeah,
out-
they're trying to work their way to that anchor chair.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. They all want to get up there to that. They just did a thing on ABC Como TV's 70th anniversary.
Yeah.
Boy, I tell you, they went through some folks at that desk.
Yeah.
It's weird watching old news anchor stuff.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, even today, I mean, you still got the hints of how they did it, but you watch it and I'd be like, first of all, the news, I don't understand how y'all watch black and white TV. I need action.
But there wasn't nothing.
That's like when people ask us, how'd you get out around cell phones? They didn't exist. I don't know.
Regular phones, but we didn't have no cell phones.
But I be watching them old news and you with that old white man with them big ass thick goggles on and he be bald head and talking slow like Reverend Thompson at church. Good morning. I'll be like, oh my gosh, tell me something.
Oh yeah, boy, movie tone news. It's had them serials on there.
Did you really ask them, how did y'all watch Black? Did you really ask them?
How did you enjoy it?
Did you really ask that question?
Because listen.
Be like, I'm colored. Why?
I'm like, oh well, look. Basically, the black people were a darker gray, and the white people was a lighter gray. But the whole point was, when you're watching that in black and white, your mind puts the colors on it. That's why so many people was pissed off when Ted Turner started colorizing them old movies. Those was not the colors we fucking imagined.
You look at me like, purple?
Yeah.
What?
I've never imagined that shit like that. You know, Casablanca was one
But
of them.
that's-
Like, you know.
Yeah.
That's also one of the things I love. I love seeing like, I mean, they do stuff on social media, see like old black and white, you know, pictures from like 1904 or something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
and colorized. I think that's cool to me because I want to see what it looked like. And all I see
No,
is black
but see,
and white.
that's there again. We didn't want to see what it looked like. We used our fucking imaginations and projected the colors from the shit we seen around us.
See, now right there would be the pivotal, again, what I said about cell phones, kids, because cell phones didn't come around until I was out of high school. So them kids be like, how did you get on with cell phones? Shit didn't exist. Then us,
Right.
what do you mean black and white TV? I can't tell what's going on. Be like, nah, imagination, young ass. You know what I'm telling you. Okay, that must be where the breaks are.
That's
I'm like,
where the break. It could no, but a lot of people of our generation was highly pissed at Ted Turner for colorizing. That's why he stopped.
ah, man.
And a lot of people that grew up, it's like, no, I didn't imagine that to look like that. You know, that's Ted Turner's fucking vision. No, we had our own.
But was it his vision or he just made it color and now you see, oh, he's wearing a green jacket? That ain't Ted's fault.
No, but it's Ted's fault for making it a green jacket because back in the day, and I'm looking now, I might have thought it was a blue jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, so you thought he was.
So I'm thinking.
You said this is the same jacket they had on that TV show.
Yeah.
How you know? Well, I mean,
No,
looks the same.
yeah, I had to
What
die.
color's that wall?
You know.
Exactly.
Ted Turner would have painted it gray.
But this is the whole
It
thing.
could be
It
great.
is gray.
You know, we watch TV and we imagine stuff, and then you know.
I got a list of questions for you to save up and ask us later. Like,
Okay.
how did y'all use dial phones?
Well, I used them, so
Oh, so
I get
you-
it. Oh yeah,
Okay,
we had the rotary. We had some phones.
Yeah, but the thing.
I got kicked off of it because I love to just
Yeah, but the thing is, did you ever dial in a phone booth?
yes. I actually really missed phone booths were still active.
Okay.
Up until maybe around when I was 14, they started. But I had to use phone booths on many occasions because
yeah.
again, no cell phones until I was like 19.
And kids younger than you would be like, "What's that?"
Oh
You know,
man,
it's like, "Oh, that's that thing that Doctor Who would get in and
Right. You made some money off cell phones, didn't you? Like with the tape on the dime and put it in there and drag it out. Wasn't that cell phones you made some money off of?
No, pay phones.
Or was it pay phones?
I was about
Not
to
cell
say,
phones.
I wouldn't even put it.
That's why I was looking at you. I'm like, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
First he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. He's like, I
Imperial Lanes, remember Imperial Lanes? And they had that whole
Wall full of phones.
rack of phone booths.
what do you call that cell phone or payphone bank?
Right, and the whole thing
yeah.
when you got in there, if you could be the first one, you could check every one of them to see if any cash was in the little
I feel that.
return
And if
slot.
not, you can also do the return coin thing. Something might come back out.
Actually, I used to. I absolutely remember going and looking for quarters.
Absolutely.
And
You know, that way
phone lanes.
we could actually pay for a game of pool instead of playing leech pool. You ever do that?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I don't know what he's
Okay, the people that would pay would be playing over here, and there'd be an extra table. They play 9-ball.
Oh yeah.
They don't need the other ball.
No, yes.
So we're over there just shooting our ass off.
You over there playing half games?
With the 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15.
Yeah.
Because they're doing that, and you know, so you just pick one, say this is the cue ball, and then you call shot.
Right.
Yeah, we used to call that leech pool.
Okay. Well, we did that in golf.
You know? Yeah, well.
Jefferson sneak in the 9-hole and just play 13 and 14 and just keep playing 13.
Be like, well, I'll bust your ass on hole 13, 14.
And then you know, like, you go to, there's this place that has like 2 miniature golf things, right? So you can get in 35 holes.
On mini golf?
Yeah, because if there's 2 of them,
Oh, yeah.
So you do the first one, but then on the 18th hole you don't hit it because you lose the ball and it goes back. So you just go to 17, then go over and start.
We start going backwards. 17. I'm back at 16.
Right.
No, you just go to the next course. There's 2 golf courses, mini golf courses. You go to the next one, start at 1, and then play that 18. So you could play at like 35, not 36. You know, you have to have some kind of way to kill time.
Yeah, I mean, the old days was fun. It didn't require a lot of money.
Yeah.
We figured it out.
We brought our own putters.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I mean, and me being me, be like, yeah, I'll bring a putter to go get an umbrella. Be like, yeah, fuck this up.
No, I had a buddy that had bought like 3 or 4 of them, and he had them in the trunk of his car. Go down to Goodwill and get them for a couple of bucks and shit.
You can still do that.
And so, well, yeah, so we walk in, you know, with them over our shoulder like the pros from Dover and shit.
Like, yeah, this is my baby right
And
here.
then we, you know, pay your money, get your ticket and shit, and leave those little shitty ones that they got there, and then you can, you know,
Yeah.
because a lot of golfers stay with the progression of the new clubs and shit. So they give the old ones to Goodwill, so you can find some really nice,
Right.
nice putters down there and stuff.
They had that athletic store on Pike Street. Remember that one? You kind of go up the stairs.
Oh, whoa! What?
Wait,
Wait, was that on Pike Street?
was it? I don't think it was Hollywood.
Was it Warshaw's?
No.
Warshaw's was down by the. So the one you're talking about was up by the market.
Okay, this was.
I remember a pool hall where you had to go upstairs.
Help me out, memory. No.
I don't know anything about that.
It was a sporting goods store. And anyway, it'll come back to me
Well, no,
tonight.
I'm just trying
in
to
the morning.
figure the
Nobody gives a
location.
shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's that ramen ram.
Yeah,
shit.
that's that wrong thing.
Do you put water in your ramen?
Do I put water in my one?
No,
Water.
no. He
In your
said
ramen.
in your ramen. Do you put water in your ramen? Aren't you supposed to, or do you just crunch it?
Well, some people crunch and some people put milk.
Oh.
Oh no, I never heard.
Don't
of
talk to those people. No.
I mean,
Is that a TikTok thing?
block their number. No, they put milk in their ew.
No, man.
Bad enough with that little brown powder.
Yeah.
Nah, man, that's the flavor.
Theoretically, it's
I
brown
mean-
powder. Well, I don't know though. You know. I never ate a lot of ramen, so you know.
I mean,
My
Cup of noodles.
my grandkid would eat a lot of ramen.
But what about the other
wanted
not the off-brand?
The
you
cup
know,
of
they have the
noodles?
hot spacey, yeah, the noodles.
Oh,
hot
hot
spacey
spa-
and all
yeah.
that other stuff. Hot spacey.
hot and spicy.
Hot and spacey.
Hot and spicy.
Hot and spacey.
Space.
They're
spicy.
far apart.
That's what I call an ex-girlfriend of mine. Hot and spicy.
Hot
Hot
and
and
spacey.
spacey. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a few of them.
Oh yeah, in several generations. Anyway,
No, I was just curious. You mentioned ramen, so
It'll
I
come
don't
back to
remember
me.
when he mentioned ramen.
It'll come back to me.
Anyway,
So
but so it was downtown.
no, it was kind of away from downtown. It's like if you're going downtown back to the hood, you walk to it. Shoot,
a pike.
it
Yeah.
might have been. It wasn't
Ernst?
Pine.
Was
No,
it across the
no.
bridge?
It was just like one guy owned this secondhand.
Just like a small. Oh,
Yeah, like small
okay, like a
business.
small.
That was wasn't that
like
on
a small
Broadway?
business.
Was
No.
it not on Broadway, but off Broadway?
Yeah. So it wasn't downtown. It was
No,
close.
it wasn't down.
No.
Why, why'd you say downtown?
He just said it was when you're coming away from downtown, heading up to the hood. You spaced that. He just said that. He
You got your noodles too spacey.
rewind that back.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
I get blamed for a lot of shit, but that wasn't me, man. That's
Okay. Okay.
spacey.
Okay. I can dig it.
Oh well, just curious.
But you know what? It was like it's like a World War I store, right?
On Capitol Hill,
On Capitol Hill,
and it used to be where the Encore Ballroom was.
I thought it was across the street from now.
Yeah.
No,
exactly.
it was
I
the
know what you're
Encore
talking about.
Ballroom had been converted into this store, or vice versa.
And it was
But the store
you
was
go up the stairs.
Yeah, if you came in that side, but the entrance was halfway up the hill.
Was you in there that night the Panthers came in with their guns and shit?
No,
It
I
was
didn't
real
threaten to jump out the window.
Yeah, I remember that.
Urging.
I mean, the band was playing and shit.
They were the band.
Yeah, but
It was a band break. During the break,
yeah, them motherfuckers came
they
back.
had to come out and make, basically a statement or proclamation or something, and several of them were in the band.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then they came out, but they didn't fire any shots. They just came up with rifles and shit.
And I remember
And-
thinking, is that real?
Shit. I remember thinking it's too far to the door. Better get into the stairwell.
Yeah.
But that was the Encore Ballroom. That had that.
Okay.
Maybe. I mean,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
necessarily the one that you're talking about, but that's the one that was there before,
So the
or maybe
Encore
after.
was
Yeah.
on the north side of the street.
The what?
The Encore was.
Yeah, it was on the north
Okay,
side.
so
Yeah.
no, this was on the south side.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh,
though.
yeah.
Didn't it have like one of those long sides
Didn't it used to be
that
where?
lit up?
Didn't it used to be where the precinct is now?
Is that?
That building on the corner.
Yeah,
That could
Because
be
it
it.
was
That could
called.
be
That's
it.
what I'm
It
talking
was
that
about.
called.
could be
It
it.
was called something U Sports or
Okay.
Second Time
It-
Sports.
Second time around.
Second time around.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
And it was
yeah.
at the corner. The precinct is at the top of the hill,
Right.
and it was down at the bottom
At
of the
the
hill,
bottom, yeah.
next
Okay.
to what used to be
Okay.
Spraycraft, the
Okay,
car place.
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
Okay,
Second Time Sports something.
The
Second.
second time around. That's what
Yeah.
they call it.
so now
See,
that we
did
know,
you see how we figured that out? It's
I
like
appreciate
forensic, like a motherfucker,
I
right there.
appreciate it.
Either that or just knowing the city.
I appreciate it, all of the above. And then Clifford, because I mean, you're like this human Wikipedia-nary about remembering stuff.
But it's only ROM. I can't just access it like that. It's fucked up.
Yeah, and that's where I got ramen from.
See? Just a
That's just
miscommunication.
crazy enough that I get it.
It was just a miscommunication.
You brought that, you brought that back home, my brother. So
Right.
any Seattle sports
Mhm.
fans, or does nobody want to talk about Seattle professional sports?
Why not?
Like what?
Well,
I hate him.
Marshawn's doing a Kraken commercial.
yeah, he is.
He's got a piece of the Kraken.
Well, yeah, so does
Okay, I want to bring it
Lamar.
up. Some people out there lose their minds. One, because the Seahawks are crap this year. I keep telling them to lower their expectations. They can't seem to do it. Then when the Seahawks get their ass kicked, lower your expectations. They're not good this year.
No, they have a couple of players that shouldn't be playing. It's what it is.
What positions? I don't want you to drop names because we don't have 7 seconds.
Well, it's a safety.
Yeah.
Okay.
The expensive one.
Yeah, yeah. The
Both of them.
with the double numbers. One of them has double numbers.
No, they're two safeties, starting safeties.
3-3 is one of them.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what the numbers. I know the names. I don't know the numbers.
Yeah.
They're
I know
both-
one should be getting paid what he's getting paid.
Okay.
Right.
Well, here's what I've done to help me get through the football season.
You wear your Super Bowl champ.
Super Bowl shirt. You get you one of these, it'll get you through this year of the Seahawks being shit. So
They were good then.
they were good then. I'm hanging on.
And then the next year,
I was about to say I have jerseys from the next year that we didn't win the Super Bowl, but we went and they were cheap.
right.
Yes. So
And there's probably a lot of young kids in some third world countries that have them. The ones that say we won.
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, I would have bought. And listen, if the price was right, I'd have bought the we won after we lost. I don't care.
No,
All I need is a shirt for my back.
but that's what happens. to all those shirts. See, the thing is, you make a bunch that says this team A wins. You make a bunch
Right.
that says team B wins. And if team A wins, they hand them out to everybody. The ones that are team B, they are shipped over to some of the more underprivileged countries
Right.
with the, you know, the
Where they probably
humanitarian
still charge them for it.
the humanitarian effort, and so you have a lot of kids that say that only the number that Roman numerals changed.
Right.
But yeah, I remember that game.
What I be wondering about is, you know, you see, now technically I've only seen it in movies, but I have to imagine it's real. Like the next day's paper, like they'll have it all written and printed already of the news for the next day, and it'd be like, for games, how do you have Seahawks won Super Bowl paper and you have a Seahawks lost Super Bowl paper and the game ain't over yet? How?
Because it's just headlines.
Because it's just same.
But they write something in there. Jeez. But they write something in there
What
about.
they usually do, they write something in there, but it's not the facts. I mean, it's not the stats.
Basically, it's just it doesn't go in depth. It just says, you know, so and did this, blah blah blah. But what I'm wondering is like how they know the score.
I'm saying, I'm like, y'all just print these up a day ahead of the game.
You know, but I mean, but that's they you know, it's amazing how that happens because, you know, like some of those guys will go out and have one printed so that they can pull it out if they win, and then they'll go and there'll be a headline that says, you know,
I feel like I did see that one. Now I can't remember if it was a movie or not, but game was over, had a paper, we won, and I'm like,
but
how?
But there was no score. There was no. It was just a big headline, and probably the rest of the newspaper was blank. That just had that one front page because you can go have them.
Probably they just wrote a Taylor Swift song over.
So I'm sitting here looking at the reflection in the TV screen,
Yeah.
and I'm going, and I said, how come I'm not moving on the screen, right? And I'm going, none of you guys have bald heads. What the hell is going on? Yeah, well, I turned around and said,
So you thought you.
For the record, he's talking about the mannequin heads right there.
And hopefully the one at the bottom.
Oh yeah, the black one. Yeah, he looked at y'all and be like, which one of y'all got a white head? Hold on.
No, I see that black one. Like I said, I'm going, well, he ain't got no. And you guys are talking. I'm still going.
And then the scarves are covering up his beard, so you wouldn't know if he had one. I can relate.
I got some paranoia for you.
Yeah.
Kohl's. Kohl's has remodeled a couple of times.
Oh, the store.
The store.
I thought you meant
KOHL.
Yeah,
Right.
I thought it was COALS.
I go into Kohl's. I always feel like I'm being watched, right? But the mannequins don't have any heads. so
It's all body language.
sometimes I feel like a headed mannequin is watching me.
It's really weird.
So,
But you see, the thing is, being a black man, you should be used to that.
Yeah, seriously.
no head.
Not no head.
Okay.
And watch while you walking through the store.
But usually, you know, you got some kind of clue, lights or something, or somebody fake shopping.
Poking the head back.
Yeah, right.
No, you know, back in the day, they would have them little fake security shoppers. You'd be walking around, and every you turn the corner, and there they are too, checking out the same clothing. Like, what's the fuck?
Yeah, I started getting into there's videos, you know, on TikTok of, you know, black people be like, nah, they follow me in this store or whatever. It's a bunch of people, and they'll have the camera. They'll be walking, and then they'll point it behind them, and the person be poking around the head, be like, ah, there they go. And then be like 5 times the same store. Bitch, keep following me.
Headless mannequin. Yeah, I should. Where they put the camera?
It might be
In the hand.
No, you know how they got all them wraps on the buses, but you can still see out the window.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like the buses.
Kind of like a tent.
Yeah. Okay,
So the mannequins might just have it somewhere on their body, and then they put that mannequin color skin wrap on it, and so the camera's right there, but it's got the little flap right over it.
I figure why we wouldn't just keep the heads and then just put the cameras in the eyes.
Well, it's probably, you don't have to detail
That'd be freaky.
You don't have to detail the body. You got to paint eyes and shit in, you know, and makeup on some of the
Have any of y'all worked at a?
Why would you have a naked mannequin in the store? That's weird.
How'd you
It
get
wasn't
to naked?
It wasn't naked. They just didn't have no head.
Headless.
I thought you said no body or no clothes on.
You
No.
were leading yourself down there.
Yep,
Headless, my brother.
that was your old Primrose Lane. You know, your mannequins usually have a head and a face and stuff. Those even have like you know, there's no color, but they have, you know, features,
Yeah.
even ears.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever worked at a clothing store?
What?
Have you ever worked at a clothing store?
Not official.
I worked at Penny's.
You ever dress a mannequin? Shit
Why would I
is
want to do that?
I don't know.
display. Display the clothes at the clothing store. I asked if you worked at.
Did you ever dress a blow up doll?
What?
It's like a mannequin.
You ever have a blow up doll? Actually, it'd be weird if you dressed one and never had one.
Well, you can borrow one.
Oh, that's worse.
The
Terrible.
one I brought over for the dog.
Like, hey man, brought this doll over for you.
Macy Day Parade, preparing for it. So,
He gets the doll. And he's like, but why is she screaming? Oh man.
Because she's never seen anything like that before.
She
Anyway,
said, man, Dingo.
but
no.
there is an
Anyway,
art to dressing mannequins.
no, we've never.
What's your?
To get the clothes, get the wrinkles out, you know, to pose them, to make them, you know, look like blow-up dolls. So
Or sometimes you can put baggy clothes on them. Now that shit won't matter.
I don't want to dress it up to look like a blow up doll. I want it to look like a person.
Pretty much.
well, with artificial
why would
intelligence,
you
you
want
may
to-
get your wish. Really?
Why would you
So?
want to dress them up to look like a blow-up doll? I don't get it.
No, not look like a. Okay, blow-up doll injected itself into this conversation, and we only got 3 minutes left. Go away, blow-up doll.
Oh, that little thing.
Like, all right, blow up doll. Doll blow up.
Deflate yourself.
I don't know.
Be cool.
Well,
He was-
speaking of deflation, I guess.
Wait, hold on. I was like, doll sitting on the couch. You just pull that plug and then you just back into the closet. Like, all right, that's how it goes.
Well, I
Land
don't
on
know.
somebody's face.
I'm totally confused, but you know what? It don't matter because it's time for us to get up out of here.
You've never had the life-fulfilling fun of blow up dolls, huh? No.
Actually, I haven't, but I can tell you what I do know. What do I know?
Tomorrow-
Oh, you know, it's time to get up out of here. That's what I was getting
No,
ready
but
to
before
say.
we get up out of here, we do gotta say happy birthday. Tomorrow
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Tomorrow
is your 74th birthday, so happy birthday, Pop.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And many more.
Yes.
A whole
Yeah, I
lot
hope
more.
so.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
Yeah. So we out here for this episode. A lot of fun, a lot of knowledge, a lot of blow up dolls. So I'll see y'all next
There
time.
wasn't a lot of blow dolls.
Just
We were just
One-
talking
But the
about
dolls blow a lot.
Yeah,
We were
Okay.
just talking about the one that was dressed like a mannequin. Anyway, thanks. And we'll be seeing you, and you can find us on Say It Loud
I'm like,
on YouTube. That too. And if you like us, share us, tell all your friends and family, and subscribe. Our portion is called Old Black Men Conversation. And be safe and stay hydrated.
And quit them blow up dolls.
Hey, some people are addicted.
Stop putting blow up dolls into everything.
That's what you tell me. Y'all the one brought it. I'm just playing with it.
yeah.
I didn't bring it.
So I guess since we are talking about birthdays and age, here's your question of the week. If all the clocks stop, but we stop getting older,
It all depends.
What?
Age is a mindset. Well,
Oh yeah, one more thing.
maybe.
If you didn't like us, as I said, if you liked us, tell everybody, do all the good stuff. But if you didn't, just keep it to yourself.
Bitch.